Hello and welcome to the Gooner Tool, back again with you guys for another show, for another episode of our Tactical Breakdown series show in which we break down the players that are linked to Arsenal and get the latest insight and thoughts of a journalist or writer on that player. And today, my God, this story will not sleep, will it? I mean, this is the day just after Arsenal have beaten Bournemouth in the FA Cup, and the day of the game, yesterday, news broke that the deal for Pablo Marí could be done, finished. He was heading back to Brazil, didn't look like the deal was going to be done. And then today, or actually in the later hours of yesterday, it was then revealed that the deal is back on, and it was a little bit chaotic. I mean, you can read what you like into it. I read literally everything, and whilst you have to take some of it with a pinch of salt, it's very hard not to feel disheartened and reactionary. I didn't want to put a video out about Pablo Marí yesterday because I see like constant videos being put out when you're not actually learning all that much in those videos, and I wanted to put out a video when the dust has settled a little bit. And don't worry, I'm sure when the deal gets announced, which I'm fingers crossed pretty certain that it is going to happen, that I will do another video with some more insight and some reaction to the actual signature. But today's video, what I want to do is educate you some more about who Pablo Marí is, what he delivers, what he would bring to Arsenal, and look at some of the games in which he's played and pick out some key instances from those. Now, to help me do that, of course, we love to get some insight. Now, I've got the help of Blaise Bourgeois, who is from OneFootball and is the editor at OneFootball. Really fantastic for South American football knowledge, really knows his stuff, who you're going to see in this video. Little caveat to that is that when I got the video from Blaise, this was basically on the morning that the news was breaking that the deal could be off, and he mentions that in the video. But on the whole, there's some really fantastic insight about Pablo Marí. Really talks the guy up. I mean, you're going to hear from him in a second. In fact, I don't know why I'm waffling. Let's just throw straight to Blaise. You can find him on Twitter at Blaise Bourgeois, editor of OneFootball. Listen, enjoy, relax, take it all in, because there's some really insightful stuff.
Hey everybody, this is Blaise Bourgeois, editor at OneFootball, big Flamengo supporter and South American football expert, here to talk to you about the potential new signing of Pablo Marí. Though, as I wake up today, there are rumors of the move collapsing. Now, a Flamengo director is claiming that Arsenal had previously agreed to terms, which was reported at a £500,000 loan move plus a £7 million option to buy at the end of the season, which would be a massive profit for Flamengo, who they bought him from Man City in July for £1 million. However, according to Sky Sports, the Gunners are still very much interested in the 26-year-old. So, as a Flamengo supporter, I would be really sad to see him go, because he was such a rock. He's such a monster center back, and if you guys get him, you're getting a hell of a player. And you could be assured that you are getting a bargain signing as well. So, the 26-year-old, he came in, he instantly changed the defense. 28 games in the Brasileirão and the Copa Libertadores. Flamengo posted 12 clean sheets, on their way to the first Brasileirão Libertadores double since Pele's Santos squad did it back in 1963. Incredible achievement. Now, up until a few months ago, Pablo Marí was a very relative unknown. And when I say unknown, I'm talking he had 7,000 Instagram followers rather. Now he's got 1.3 million. Imagine why. He was in the Manchester City program for 3 years, but he never got to meet Pep Guardiola. He never got to meet any of the players, and instead he spent time on loan at the sister clubs, Girona, NEC Brada of the Eredivisie, and Deportivo La Coruña. And what you're getting out of this guy is a bona fide leader. He's very vocal on the pitch, and he is definitely a player that you give him an opportunity, he grabs it, and he doesn't let it go. Pure evidence of his leadership. He went on loan to Brada in the Eredivisie, and 5 weeks later, he was, leading them out as team captain, and he never let go of that. At Deportivo La Coruña, when he went over there, he started and went the full 90 minutes just about every match, and they had the third best defensive record in the Segunda Division. As far as his playing ability, his pace may be a bit of a weakness. However, he makes up for that with his immense tackling ability. He gets stuck in so much on tackles. It's incredible. He's so aggressive, but it's controlled aggression. But with this aggression does come some consequences. He will pick up bookings for you guys. He's received 52 bookings. He's been sent off 4 occasions in 212 matches as a professional. And that 1-to-4 ratio is a bit similar to David Luiz, although he's about 1 booking every 4.5 to 5 matches. This is an absolutely massive dude. He's 6'3", he's very physical, he's going to outmuscle the majority of Premier League strikers and give you a big attacking threat on set pieces. Now, he's a guy, he takes great angles to the ball, and he always makes phenomenal tackles, and he's not afraid to get on the touch lines and mark defenders as well. Once in a very great while, he'll be utilized as a left back, although at Arsenal, I wouldn't see that coming. Now, this guy, because of his physical nature, he's definitely going to piss off a lot of Premier League strikers because he is going to bundle them over. He's going to get some fouls called on him. He might not like the officiating in the Premier League, but he's going to be an entertaining watch, I can assure you that. So, he's going to be a fantastic signing, rest assured. And don't forget, he, along with Rodrigo Caio, the other center back at Flamengo, who's been linked to 30 million euro moves to Barcelona and the like, they teamed up together and held Liverpool scoreless for 99 minutes in the World Cup final. Now, this wasn't like an alright Liverpool squad. This was a full first team. And the only other squad that shut out Liverpool through 90 minutes, the full-strength Liverpool, was Napoli back in September. So, all in all, Arsenal splashed the cash. 7 million is a bargain for a player who just proved himself on the world stage. His wages won't be high, and he's only 26 years old. So, at the very least, he's a great short-term option for you guys as you struggle to reshape your back line. So, that's my take on Pablo Marí. Get a hold of me on Twitter, at Blaise Bourgeois. Thanks for listening.
See, I wasn't lying. Really, really great stuff from Blaise there. Please go follow him on Twitter at Blaise Bourgeois. I will link it in the description, of course. But, I mean, when we're looking at someone like Pablo Marí being linked for 7 million or 8 million, you're hearing what Blaise is saying there, it seems like a no-brainer. Why are Arsenal stalling? Just pay the money for this guy that has clearly got bundles of potential. I even looked on Twitter, and I'll put the tweet up on the screen so you can see it, but Tim Vickery, who is obviously massive in terms of Brazilian football, is singing this guy's praises, really, really singing the guy's praises and saying how good he is and how surprised that Man City didn't really utilise his talents, especially considering Man City are really struggling with defensive issues at the moment. But anyway, I want to move on to the second part of the video, which is showing you some key instances from clips in the games and breaking them down and looking at it. Now, if you want to learn more about the statistics behind Pablo Marí, click on the link in the description. It will take you to the first tactical breakdown we did on him, looking at the key stats, also getting some insight as well from another Brazilian football expert as well. So please do go and check it out. But we're going to look at some of the key things that happen. Now, focusing in on his passing initially, you can see on your screen now the game against Liverpool in the Club World Cup final. key thing about Arteta is that he loves to have players that can pass the ball around. You can see this in Pablo Marí. He's able to do this. Spraying balls out to the left-hand flank in this instance, finding the Flamengo winger on the left-hand side. And for me, this is something that Arsenal are really going to be able to utilise. We've seen a little bit of it with David Luiz spraying those balls through, Aubameyang getting on the end of it, Martinelli as well. And I just think by adding another weapon at centre-back that can do this can only be positive. And it's not only the left-hand side you can see here, right-hand side as well, spraying that ball out to the right wing. Really positive that both of the flanks, Pepe on this side, of course, for Arsenal, if this is to happen, would be benefiting from this too. So really, really good that we've got someone who can pass the ball over the top like that. But I don't want to just highlight the good things because there are some negatives. Now, someone who does like to play the ball as much as feasibly possible is going to make mistakes. And in this moment, he gives the ball away to Joe Gomez with quite a rush pass. He was put under pressure by, I believe, I'm not quite sure who the Liverpool player was. I don't want to guess and get it wrong. But the Liverpool player is putting him under pressure and he's rushed into a pass and it's gone straight to Joe Gomez. Now, we've seen our players do this. Mustafi does this a fair amount. Mustafi's passing yesterday against Bournemouth was excellent, but sometimes he likes to pass it through the midfield and it goes straight to a defender. But he's trying. He's playing a risky pass, trying to open the play up, and in this instance, Pablo fails. Now, the difference is that he doesn't panic. He gets back, and in the next phase of play, Flamengo have won the ball back, and he's already in position, and he's again being given the opportunity to pass the ball, and he gets it straight to a Flamengo player. One-touch pass, really, really well done, and they're off again. And this shows confidence, it shows composure, something that Arsenal defenders desperately need, and it's really important. And something that I want to sort of segue into with his defending is that he isn't as slow as a lot of people are saying. He's not the quickest player in the world, I get that, trust me, but he's far from slow, and he beats Alexander-Arnold here to the ball and clears it out for a Liverpool throw. And it's important to break the play up in those moments, and I really admire the guy's positional awareness. Last sort of clip I'm going to show you is against Santos. Santos winger running at Pablo, and he just sticks his ball in, sticks his foot leg in and accurately gets the ball, very calm, doesn't need to worry about being beaten because he's confident in his own ability to take the ball in that position, and it just goes to show the quality of the guy. And it's really, really impressive for me that we could be getting someone who ultimately could really, really improve us. And that is the most key thing, is getting someone in that improves on what we've already got. And I think that this could be a really, really astute piece of business that, fingers crossed, we get it done. That's going to wrap things up. If you have enjoyed our tactical breakdown shows, please make sure you drop a like on the videos and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you'd like to become a member, you can click the link in the description for Android and desktop users. If you are on iOS/iPhone, you will need to go into your PC to join up. Plenty of you have, and I have to say I'm really, really thankful. So many more people signed up. It was a quick project, and I thought I'll give you guys some extra content, and it's been amazing. The support has been absolutely fantastic. So if you want to join the gang of people, I'm sure we'll come up with a name for you lot eventually. TGT members seems a bit boring. I'm sure there'll be something very, very soon that we can come up with. Maybe you can come up with some suggestions. Please throw up those suggestions in the comment section. What should our members be called? Really, really interesting thing. I know that obviously our good friend Hugh Wizzy calls them the Fraud Gang, and I don't want to go anywhere near copyrighting any stuff like that, but if you can come up with some ideas, that might be quite interesting. Please turn notifications on as well to be notified whenever we go live. If you are watching this before 8 o'clock, I just want to let you know that we'll be jumping on Mike at the Gooners podcast channel tonight, 8 p.m. If you're watching this tomorrow, Wednesday, then go check out Mike's channel, and you'll be able to see me having a chat about what I believe is going to be the Bournemouth game and transfers and the like. So it'll be really, really interesting to get those thoughts and your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you again very, very soon, and as always, up the Arsenal.